let's talk about the Wesleyan way of salvation. Now, maybe you've heard it starts with prevenient grace, goes into justifying grace, and finally, sanctifying grace. You can look at these forms of grace, our Wesleyan way of salvation, kind of like a house. Imagine you are house hunting, and there is something about how the front of a house looks that you are just drawn to. Maybe you love how the trees are. Maybe you love their front door. Maybe you love the front of the house. It just has a vibe that you're drawn to. That's how we can kind of understand prevenient grace, how God has always wanted to know God's people. So for us, we can encounter prevenient grace in our baptisms as infants. We encounter prevenient grace when, even as a small child, maybe you were wondering, is there more out there? Is there a God? Why do I exist? What is my purpose? We would say that is God's grace interacting with you, prompting you to wonder about God. So that's the front of the house. Let's talk about justifying grace. We would say that is the front door, passing through. Justifying grace is our encounter really with Jesus, and this encounter with really entering into relationship with God. And for some of you, that might be a specific moment in your life. Maybe it will be your confirmation when you choose, I want to know Jesus. I want to have a relationship with the Lord. For some of us, our relationship with God is just something we've known. It's not specific to one moment or one special prayer, but we can encounter justifying grace because of the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And so you're through the house, you're through the front door, and now you are living in the house. That is what we call sanctifying grace. Now, this sanctifying grace, it changes us, it shapes us, and it forms us to look more like God. Think about this with me. You probably have certain sayings in your family that only your family uses, or you've learned certain mannerisms that you have because your parents have them, or maybe you and your siblings look alike or y'all talk alike. That's because y'all live in the same house. So this could be grandparents, this could be other people in your life, but the people you are around the most, you start to live like. So sanctifying grace is when you're in the house and you are becoming like God. What does that mean? That doesn't mean like you're glowing and you can walk on water like Jesus. But what it does mean is the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control are growing in you. And you are starting to look more like Jesus by God's sanctifying grace.